All right. Hello, first grade friends. It's Mrs. Davis here with our writing lesson for today. It is Friday. Woohoo! Friday, November 13th, 2020. All right. Today for writing, I want us to think about how fairy tales or small moment stories can end on a happy note. So we're calling this lesson a happy ending. Hey, a happy face. So, when we were planning our fairy tale or small moment story, I hope you thought up a solution, a way that your character is solving or fixing the problem in your story. So, remember in my story, I had the little girl who was saving her brother from the big bad dragon, and how she did it was by pouring water in the sleeping dragon's mouth. When we look at our mentor text, Once Upon a Time, and think back to our story of Little Red Riding Hood, remember she is able, at the end of the story, to be reunited with her grandmother. The hunter comes to save them from the big bad wolf, and she is able to spend time with grandmother. Her treats help her to feel well. And Red Riding Hood always remembers to stay on the path, listen to her mother. So in our fairy tales, and even in our small moments too, there are times we would like to have a happy ending, making sure that whatever problem, whatever is going wrong in our story, that we bring it to a nice happy ending. So Miss Davis is going to jump back into her story that I've been writing, all about the little girl Penny. And let's see, here in the dragon's cave. The big bad dragon was sleeping, and she saw, sorry about that. She saw her brother trapped in the cage. So let's see if Miss Davis was able to write a happy ending for her story. Penny poured the cool water into the sleeping dragon's mouth. The dragon's flame went out with a puff of smoke. Poof! Penny tiptoed quietly as she could over to the cage, holding her brother. She slid open the latch and slowly opened the door. Creak! I added some dialogue to my picture too. Her brother says, "Hooray!" And Penny says, "Shh." She wants him to be quiet. Not wake up the sleeping dragon. Penny helped her brother climb down from the cage, and they crept past the sleeping dragon. Once they were safely outside the dragon's cave, they ran all the way home. Mother met them at the door. "Where have you been?" she asked Penny. "Oh, just out being a hero and rescuing nosy little boys," Penny replied as she smiled at her brother. "Let's go eat," he said with a grin, and they lived happily ever after. Oh, that's right, friends. That was one of our storytelling phrases. We talked about this earlier this week, and they lived happily ever after is often found at the end of a fairy tale. So that might be something that you want to include at the end of your fairy tale. And I hope you felt that Miss Davis gave us a nice happy ending. Penny was able to rescue her brother from the big bad dragon by pouring water into his mouth to keep his flames from coming out. So today, writers, I want you to think about your story. Think about the problem that you have for your story, and the solution or resolution. How is your character going to fix or solve their problem? And how can you write a happy ending for your character? And don't forget, you may want to include that storytelling phrase, and they lived happily ever after. All right, writers, don't forget, since it is Friday, please upload your pictures of your writing. Remember, it does not have to be a published, finished piece, but we want to see what you've been working on all week. So make sure to include pictures of your work. All right, friends, have a wonderful rest of your day and a super duper weekend. Bye.